There was a death at the Comedy Store this week. A man died. A man died, and a man died. You know, a man died, and he died. He died, and the man named Jeff. And Jeff was a pianist at the Comedy Store, and he was probably, he was human furniture, really. He was like a water fountain of that place. And I meant that because he kind of spit a lot when he talked, but also because he was a fixture. You know, he was just a beloved man. He was the pianist. And when you brought up on stage, when you came up on stage, he would play you up. And, you know, as comedians, we're so much in our head. We're in our own ego a lot of times. So once they call your name, it's just, you feel your body walking up there, and then you feel your body grabbing the mic. I would always say, you guys give it up for Jeff over here. You know, he's blind, I would say. And he wasn't blind, you know. But he would pretend he was blind. You know, he would just kind of blind out. And he did it every time. Every time I got on stage there, it was just this little moment that he and I had. And I know that sounds crazy, but it was just this thing that was a constant. And we would have some nice chats. You know, he would always tell me nice things. You know, hey man, this bit you're doing is really, it's good. Yeah, you're doing a good job. Just keep doing what you're doing. Nobody's doing what you're doing. And he made me feel hopeful. You know, he gave me a lot of hope. And he also gave me a rape whistle also. But yeah, he died. You know, he died. And he died. And he died, and he died like 3 or 4 days ago. And it really breaks my heart, man, because part of me wonders, did he die from just the separation? You know, I think he was 60 or 70 years old. He might have been 75 years old. And part of me wonders how much can a man's, you know, with no connection. Like, how many more people are we losing from COVID because of disconnection? And I don't know if we'll know the repercussions of some of that. You know, especially a lot of people that struggle with addiction and struggle with those sorts of, you know, and all types of addiction. You know, it's like when we isolate, it can be really not good. And so I wonder how many people just stuck in their own little worlds without some reflection in the universe to let them know that they're good or they're okay. You know, as much as Jeff played us on his keys and brought us up there every night, everybody looked over at him and smiled. Everybody acknowledged him. He'd go blow a joint, you know. He was gassed up, son. That dude, he missed half of his work. You'd get off stage and be ready to bring up the next person. He wasn't even there. He literally had to work like 12 one-minute spots throughout the night, and he would probably make about 8 of them. But it was just, he came there and everybody loved him. He was this weird, like, you know, sometimes you throw one of those little rubber balls and it just goes. And it's bouncing off this and this and it's bouncing. And he was like that. He just touched everybody. And he had crazy stories, man. He got AIDS, bro. He got AIDS, and and I would even joke from stage, Jeff right here. Y'all give it up for Jeff. He's terminally ill. And he got AIDS, man. And I think that's brave as hell. People say, say this and that about AIDS, but I think that's brave as hell, man. And he has a great episode with Brian Scalaro that is out, and he had recorded it 5 days before his death, and you can go listen to that. We'll put the link as that as well in below. And man, he used to tell me about being young and being in a place called Provincetown, and it was real gay, real like kind of gay hitmen. Dude come up and just stab you 6 or 7 times with that Peter, bro, with that Wiener. That kind of place, You trying to buy a soda and they give you half a cup of cock. When he said he got taken advantage some, and then he ended up out in Los Angeles, and he thought his life was going to end, but his life really began when he got out there. And I didn't really know that I would care as much. Not to say that meanly, but you just don't know when some people leave the earth how much it's going to hit you. And it just, it just made me realize how different things are going to be and how much a lot of people might be struggling. And I didn't never know, he really had, for him to wake up and be positive every day and having gay AIDS, man. And to show up every day, and that's, and that's really that blood ghost, baby, AIDS. And I just want to say thank you, Jeff, man. And we love you, bro. And you were nice, and you were warm, and you were kind, and you didn't ever be wild or try to fuck or do anything wild like that. You just, you gave homestead to people that needed it. And I felt like you would have shared with anybody. You would have shared your time. And I wish I had spent more time with you, brother. I wish I had gotten to know you a little bit better, man. And we love you, Jeff. Jeff Scott, I want to let you know that. Oh, man. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to get off like that, but life is just this. It's like life is just like this. Life's like this. It's like an outfit or a costume or a coat. And the second I start to kind of feel like I know what it feels like, it turns into like just a different. And I can never wear it right. I can never know how I look in it. I can never know if it fits really. It's just brief moments of life feeling tailored. Before it completely readjusts, man. And God bless you, Jeff Scott, man. And Yeah, and we love you, bro. I don't know if and I don't know what you were going through when you were at home and you were by, for, what was going on, and I'm sorry that you and I weren't closer, but I just didn't realize how big of a part you were of my life and of a lot of other people's lives, man. And I'm happy that I got to cross paths with you on this realm, brother, gang.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeff Scott. I'm the house pianist at the world-famous Comedy Store on Sunset Strip here in Hollywood, California. I play 5 nights a week and I've been there for 24 years. My first year was working with Richard Pryor during his last year, so I'm pretty damn old. Anyway, I thought I'd play my pre-show for you so you can enjoy it while we're doing this live streaming comedy show. Here we go.
Christmas, everybody gay Christmas. It just turned midnight and my costume's ready. Okay, this isn't my costume.
Look, instant masculinity. Just a joke, kids, okay? Don't get... Wow, look, it's my portable boombox. Say it, don't spray it. What? It's time for a commercial? We gotta go again? Okay, well, I better go. Otherwise, the sponsors will sue us for assault and battery. We'll be right back. Ooh.
I'm just sitting on your front porch, wondering how could I be so far from my home. And my mind is somewhere else, but when I find it, I'll patch up where it's been blown.